I think if this app wasn't on my iPad, I honestly would struggle as a digital and visual artist every single day. What's good, everyone? We're back in the studio here today, and I'm going to take you through the top 5 iPad apps that I think every digital artist needs. This is in response to a part 1 of this video I did years ago. Check out the link at the top of the screen, click on that one, see the first 5, but these are a follow-on, and these ones are super important. I could not live without them. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight in and have a look. So we are talking about apps that I recommend today, and just for a little bit of reference, I am a practicing professional visual/digital artist. I sell my work all around the world. I design logos for people, tattoo designs for people, all sorts of different art. So when I say that I use these apps, I truly do use them every day. Also, this video is not sponsored by any of these apps today. I just wanted to tell you what I'm using, and you might like to use them as well. All right, let's jump straight in with number 1 today, and that is Mural Maker. This app made by Vinci is absolutely fantastic. It truly is the number 1 app out there for any artist who is looking to do murals or really large scale canvases, even rugs, really big pieces. You've maybe drawn some designs digitally and you want to be able to replicate that work in a large scale. Mural Maker is going to allow you to do that. This will require a couple of devices. You'll need a primary device and a secondary device. I use my iPhone and my iPad. There is a bit of a learning curve, but it is worth the time and effort. I recently did a mural for Future Magic Brewing Co. You can check out the link at the top of the screen. I made a video about it, and I used a Mural Maker to make that mural. Essentially what I did was take a photo of the wall that I was going to do a mural on. I then sketched the design on top of it, working with the owners of Future Magic. I sent that off to them for approval. They loved it. And then I used Mural Maker to be able to get that up on the wall. The way this worked was I had a very large C stand, and I raised that all the way up, and it had my phone on the top, and the phone was pointing directly at the wall with the camera, and that phone was talking to my iPad. I was holding my iPad in my hands, and they were talking to each other. And because I had that image in Mural Maker already, I was able to scale it up. I see it sitting on the wall there, and then what I was looking at on my iPad in front of me, that was the wall in front of me, and I could see myself in live time. So when I moved my arm across a section of the wall, I could see what was happening on the iPad there. So I had the wall and I had a very light outline of my artwork over the top, scaled perfectly to the wall, and I just had to follow the lines across. Just a bit of a side note, this is gonna take a little bit of time to get used to. It definitely threw me through a loop when I started using it. Give it some time though, it really is a fantastic app. And the last little tip I'll give you on Mural Maker, make sure you have a backup battery for the device that is pointing at the wall. It can use a bit of power because it's talking to another device via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi as well. This video is sponsored by Few and Far Studios. Few and Far are a Brisbane-based fine art, print house and creative studio. Trusted by artists and brands worldwide, use the code ROCKETDESIGN at checkout for 10% off your order. The second app I think every single digital artist needs on their iPad these days is Canva. Now, I'm sure most of you have already heard about Canva out there, but for anyone who hasn't, Canva is a multinational graphic design platform. Essentially, you can do so many different things on here. I use it for creating thumbnails on YouTube. There is a pro version as well for about $17, $18 a month. You definitely don't have to have that, but you do get a few extra features if you do. But there is so much to this. There's photo editors, video editors. You can create business cards. You can do all aspects of social media on there when it comes to designing. You can have colors set for your brand so that whenever you're creating thumbnails or some other aspect of that, you can work within your set brand colors. It really is endless. Again, I only use it for my YouTube thumbnails and a few other little bits and pieces, but jump on there. And when you have the iPad app, it really is a nice workflow compared to the desktop version. I just prefer it on the iPad. I think it's really nicely laid out, and it really has helped me streamline some aspects of my design workflow when it comes to things, again, like my YouTube thumbnails. All right, we are powering right along here. Well, let's move along to app number 3 that I think every single digital artist needs on iPad, and that is Affinity Designer. Now, if you've ever tuned into my channel, you know that I absolutely love Procreate, but the one thing Procreate doesn't do is vector. That's where Affinity Designer comes in, and I love Affinity Designer. It will allow you to create stunning illustrations, branding, icons, UI/UX designs, print projects, typography, concept art, digital illustrations, and so much more. But the best part about this app, and the reason I use it specifically when I'm not using Procreate, is it allows me to work in vector. Vector graphics out there, very simply, is a form of computer graphics in which visual images are created directly from geometric shapes. I'm not going to get into too much more today, but anyone out there who's ever worked with really large scale art more than likely has heard the term vector or worked with vector before, and you'll know that Procreate doesn't do vector, which is great because it allows it to focus on other things. But when you have vector needs, I prefer to use Affinity Designer. Now, Affinity is great, but there is quite a steep learning curve. The user interface is also something which I've had a little bit of a problem with when it does come to this learning curve, because there is so much going on. It is not simple like Procreate, but it is definitely worth spending the time getting to know, because this app is very powerful and it allows you to work cross apps as well. So I can create something in Adobe Illustrator and then save it and bring it into Affinity Designer when I'm out on the iPad, and it works seamlessly. I've made a couple of different logos for my tattoo artist, ag.tattoos. See his info here on the screen, hit him up, he's fantastic. And every time he needs a color changed or something like that and I'm out and about, I can simply open up my iPad, open up Affinity Designer, and then I can change those colors, export it, send it straight to him, and then he can send it straight to the printers. I love this app, it's great. It is paid. I can't remember the price. I'll put it up on the screen here when I'm editing this, but it really is worth the one-off cost, as it really does open up all aspects of design for you. Give this one a go and I promise you will love it just like me. Moving straight along to app number 4 today that all digital artists need on their iPad, and that is Paper. Now, I've been using Paper for a couple of years now and I love this app. I think it's really simple. It's very basic in really good ways, and it allows you to do a few really cool specific things which I haven't quite seen in a lot of other iPad apps. At its brilliance, Paper is very simple. It allows you to create different notebooks, and in these notebooks, you can create what you would normally do in a physical notebook. You can sketch on pages as well with a pretty good range of brushes available. But the way I like to use Paper is I like to export my sketches from Procreate, and I like to actually create sketchbooks in Paper. That's the one thing that Procreate hasn't done yet. You do have to go into each individual artwork to show people. I know you could probably have them all on different layers and have like 50 different layers, but Paper allows you to have it all in one sketchbook and actually flip through those pages. So it can be really useful. I tend to create them month by month and then have all my sketches in each book. I think it's a really cool digital way of creating sketchbooks, and I haven't really seen many other apps do this apart from Paper. If you know of any that do it well, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm always looking for more apps. But for me, this app is so much fun and allows me to really keep track of all the artwork that I'm doing, and particularly all the sketches. Get out there, give this one a go. It's fun. And app number 5 today, bringing it all home, is Endless Paper. Now, you might have heard of Endless Paper before, or you might have seen what it can do and not realize what the app was called. Endless Paper is a really cool way that allows you to infinitely zoom in or zoom out on a project. It allows you to create some truly stunning pieces of art and really allow you to go deeper into each piece and zoom right in and keep designing and zoom right in and keep designing. It's infinite, and it is a fun way to design as well. It really gets you out of your normal mindset of, here's a piece of paper, here's one sketch on that. And something else really fun that it does, it can record all of this too. So you can create some pretty cool pieces of art where you're zooming in and all of a sudden you've zoomed into another piece of art and it's coming larger, and then all of a sudden you've zoomed in again and it creates another piece of art. It really is unique, and the main thing is it's a lot of fun. For me, who draws every single day, I'm always looking for things that are fun as well, and Endless Paper's really giving me some of that excitement back to jump in and draw and try things out. I highly suggest this app. It is so much fun and it can help you create things that maybe you never thought you would create. So get out there, give it a go, and let me know if you do try it out down in the comments, because I think it's pretty cool. And those are the 5 apps that I think you should definitely have if you're a digital artist out there with an iPad. I love each and every single one of them. They are all super useful to me, and they all offer something truly different. If you ask me to take any of them off my iPad, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. They really are a part of my everyday workflow. So I hope you do get out there and give them a go. I highly recommend them. If you've enjoyed this video today, awesome. I've done my job. Thank you so much. Please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything at all, but it does help me to continue what I love to do and bring you these videos each and every single week. I appreciate you all for watching. So until the next video, I'll catch you then.